Very good evening. You're watching the late night edition on CNN News 18. I'm Akanksha Swaroop. Let's dive straight into this segment with some breaking inputs coming in from the film world. This as actor Sunny Deol's much-awaited Border 2 has been banned across 6 Gulf countries. As per reports, Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia and the UAE have banned the film over alleged anti-Pakistan content. Just weeks after Aditya Dhar's Dhurandhar faced the same fate. A second movie now biting the dust as far as the Gulf nations are concerned. But will it actually bite the dust is also the question, because remember, Dhurandhar, despite that ban, managed to break records at the box offices, especially even in Pakistan. Let's quickly take this forward with Pallavi Ghosh. Pallavi, shed more light on what you're learning about this reported ban.
What we are picking up by way of the censor board sources as well as from the producer sources is that, like Dhurandhar, which was banned in many of the Gulf countries, this too is facing a ban because they're not going to allow it to be released there. Now, the interesting part is that both the movies had a narrative or a storyline which was extremely critical of what is anti-Pakistan. And we know the kind of diplomatic relationships or equations many of these countries have with Pakistan. So in that context, they feel that these movies do not always depict the right picture. It's loaded heavily in favor of India, which only has one or lopsided perception of narration. And that's the reason why they have decided that these movies will not be released in many of the Gulf countries.
Right, but Pallavi, also going by what we witnessed in the case of Dhurandhar, the ban only perhaps prodded the Pakistanis to go and opt for other illegal means like pirated versions and even circumvent, say, online ways. Could we expect a similar fate with Border 2 as well?
Well, there are two things here. One, of course, the popularity of the movie. In the case of Dhurandhar, the tremendous amount of popularity and a super hit that it was in India, and the kind of publicity it got also naturally aroused this kind of an interest across the border. And you're absolutely right. That really has been a very thriving industry. In fact, many know this, that across India, beyond India, in countries like Pakistan, Indian cinema is extremely popular over there. So they are piracy norms which take place very rampantly. Indian cinema is very easily available over there. And now, given the kind of the net availability, it's very easy to get access to any Indian movie, and that exactly is supposed to be the case, which is expected of Border 2 as well. Second, what the producers also feel is that in case like Dhurandhar, Border 2 also emerges as a mega success story in India as well. It is something which could stoke a lot of interest, and it just adds on to the interest value as far as the movie is concerned across beyond India.
Pallavi, do you see an inherent paradox in this overall action by these Gulf nations? On one hand, they laud their relationship with India. On the other hand, they always take a stand, particularly when it comes to anti-Pakistan content.
Well, Akansha, you would be a better one to answer this question, but you know the double standards which diplomacy always brings forward. It's one thing to talk about India being a dear friend. It's another thing to talk about the fact that they do they do share a cordial relationship. But many of them have their own vested interest in ensuring that they have a good relationship with Pakistan as well.
Absolutely.
There are those hidden factors which are very much there, which perhaps they think it's okay if on a trivial issue like not allowing a movie to be released on their soil is acceptable.
Oh, absolutely. Muslim Brotherhood going on to cinema also. Now, many thanks to you, Pallavi, for putting that into perspective.